Good morning and happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's an exciting week. We're going to start meeting in class 2 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday. So I get to see those of you that are on campus a little bit more. Makes it feel like life's getting back to normal a little bit. So that's always a great thing. We only have 2 more weeks together. So what I'm going to do is post work on Monday and Wednesday. This week, all of the lesson plan information I posted today, and then on Wednesday I'll just put a couple of things, not huge, but make sure you check back on Wednesday, okay? So the majority of the work is posted today, all right? So let's go ahead and jump in. What we're going to be doing this week is developing a lesson plan for just one day of a preschool. Normally we would do 3 days and we would take several weeks and we would go step by step, and there's quite a lot of work that's involved in that, but we just simply don't have time for that, and it's really confusing without me being there. It's really not that hard, but it can seem confusing until you kind of get it. So I decided just to make it simple on you, and we'll just do one day, okay? So that's what that says. So let's just jump in then here to the instructions. So this first bit is, again, just going over what I talked about. It's an amazing thing. Teachers actually have plans. Pre-K, kindergarten, and elementary school teachers, bless their hearts, have to work really hard and have all their lesson plans and everything like 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time so that their administration can check it out. Parents, they should be, are really picky, and the guidelines and requirements are very strict for younger ages because they're building a foundation for their future growth as lifelong learners. Kids can have a really positive experience and can love school, or maybe not so positive in a million ways. And so there's a discussion question for you to answer about that. So what do you think? Or maybe what have your experiences have been, and why do you think some kids dislike school or like school? What might have come into play there, okay? So what we're going to do is I've got some sheets for you with schedules. And the first thing that you need to do is choose a theme. You can choose ocean, creatures, farm animals, zoo animals, things like that. The weather, colors, seasons, something, anything, things that fly, things that float, whatever you want to do. So pick a theme of the week and pick a number and letter of the week. Now, you don't have to only study that letter, but you're just going to highlight it. You'll just talk about it. Maybe there's a song. Maybe you'll, I don't know, dress up like that letter. Who knows? But you'll just focus on that letter for that week. And then based on your choices, you'll create a fun educational day in a preschool classroom. So follow my instructions and have some fun with that, okay? So we'll jump right in here and look at that. And then here's a discussion question. Why do you think some children dislike school? And answer that. Here's detailed instructions. So let me click there. So this is embedded right here, and it's got detailed instructions. If you don't like playing with that thing, you can click this and it'll open up the document. It'll make a copy for you, okay? So this is all going to be due on Friday, May 5th, but please at midnight. But remember, I do not grade it at 12:01, and I'm not so hardcore that if it's 12:02, I'm going to make it, count you late. As long as when I sit down to grade it, it's in, I can grade yours along with everybody's. It doesn't cost me a penny, no extra time. It's when you're late, and then I have to go back in and grade yours separately and add it all separately, that it costs me time. So when it costs me, it costs you, okay? So please don't sit up at midnight stressing and getting that done. It's just not that important, okay? So just get it done. If you can on time, if not, don't worry. All right, so let's take a look at this. On this sheet, there's nothing to do here. It's just instructions. Again, normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's what we'd be planning, but we're only going to plan for Monday, okay? You do need to have written activities for everything. Find and create worksheets for lessons and lyrics to songs and all those things. The goal is a substitute teacher should be able to pick up your information and not perform, but facilitate the lesson based on your explanation. Like you have to tell them the lyrics to the song you sing, or you have to give them the sheet to Xerox, or they need to know, excuse me, what snack you had planned, that sort of thing. So you have to just make it really clear. Okay, so step one, again, choose your theme, choose your letter, choose your number. You're gonna, excuse me, you're gonna find a time schedule. It's really important to stick to that. You can't just say, all right, kids, go color this for 30 minutes. That's way too long. They're very, they have a very short temper, not temper, that's me, short temper. They have a very short attention span, okay? So you need to stay within those 15-minute segments. You can have 30 minutes depending on what it is. Like, for instance, they have playtime, outside for 30 minutes, but inside, that's a lot of time. So for each activity, you need a written lesson. We need to know what materials you need, prep involved, procedures, cleanup time. Yeah, so if it takes a lot of cleanup, you're going to have help, or a lot of prep, you're going to have help, because you can't do it right then with all those little kids, because you have to watch each one and take care of them. So you need assistance to help you out. Like, for example, song time, you need a guitar, or you don't need anything, or you need the CD, or you need your phone or the computer, or whatever it is. Put kids on the floor in a semicircle. Here are the lyrics. Here's the hand motions. Blah, blah. Clean up, done. Put the guitar away, okay? So what I've done is I've given you 2 templates for writing your lessons, and I've posted those in Schoology, so create them, turn them in there. But I'm also going to want you to link them, and I'll show you that as well. Some people actually still use paper. Some teachers like to create their lesson plans, or maybe the administrator has you turn them in on paper. Probably these days, though, it's all digital in shared folders and things, but used to be in paper, maybe still a little. So here's the schedule. The one I gave you, all these things that are in bold that say plan an activity, choose book, and so forth, they're red. You're going to input your information there. You don't have to do these Wednesday and Friday days. They're grayed out. You just have to do each one of these things. If you go down here, it gives you detailed information about what I'm looking for. Now, one of the things, parents are always late, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the way life is, especially if you have 2 kids. So you don't want to start right at 9. You want to start like 9:15. So you want to give people time to be late. So children should have an unstructured activity for the first 15 minutes. So they come in, put their little stuff in their cubby, and today is sand play. So you have the big sandbox out, and they go, bye, Mom. Rah. Don't even say bye sometimes. They just run off to the sandbox, and you're like, okay, cool. And so it should be really, really fun and engaging. Maybe you have the dress-up box out, or maybe it's the water that day, or maybe it's the Play-Doh, or the Legos, or the Lincoln Logs, or the, whatever, the dinosaurs, whatever it is, the train set is up, or whatever you do. You just give the kids time to go play with that before you begin. Okay, so like from 9 to 9:15. And then from 9:15 to 9:30, you start the day. You have everybody sit down, all nice and calm, and then you make them do activities that kind of filter their right and left brain, sort of calm them down, singing songs and talking about things and such. And then once they're all nice and calm, then you read a story. After that, they're calm still, so you start one of your lessons. I have create 2 lessons, but you're only going to do 1. And then after that, it's time for a little break, and you can have a snack. And then you can have your recess and your potty break. And then after that, you come back in and you have a craft for the day, which supports the theme and maybe supports the lesson as well. Of course, a lesson supports the theme. Then after that, they practice writing, maybe their letters and numbers, or maybe just numbers and letters or whatever. And then by that time, it's already 11:45 to 12, so you bring everybody back in, sing some songs, share for the day, whatever it might be, make sure everything's straight and clean. The parents come in, their darlings are sitting on the floor, smiling and having a good time and sharing the day, and everything's beautiful and lovely. Some kids will leave, some will stay. They'll probably take a nap at that point and then get up, and the rest of the day you can structure that however you need to. But There you go. So those are the specific instructions. So the next thing, this is your template that you're going to actually type into. Oops, I already made a copy. Okay, so put in your name, Miss Cindy or Mr. Fred or whoever you want to be. Make up a room number, doesn't matter, 102, who cares? And then theme of the week, you'll plug that in, and letter. So this is pretty easy. What are you going to do that day? You decide. Get rid of my red, put in your stuff. Beginning activity song, what is it going to be? You may want to link or include this chart. Excuse me, right here is pretty simple. There's going to be more detail down here. But this little chart right here is for parents to see. As I said, parents are kind of picky. And they want to know, what is my child learning today? What are they doing today? And so this would actually be expanded from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they could see what's going on for the week if they're there for 3 days. If they're there for 5, you'd have to do 5 days. But a lot of times preschool is just 3 days. Depends. So go ahead and plug in just a brief description of what you're planning to do. And then down here is when you give me more detail. So tell me more about it. And again, here you would plug in if there's songs you need to tell me, so forth. Maybe a link to that, story time. This is for you to plan. Here's a link if you're putting in a lesson plan. Again, you only have to do one. I think I can go back and change that. Just to say one, it should say one. And then go through. So that's self-explanatory. The next piece of information is your lesson plan template for science, math, or art. And then I put another one for craft. So you can turn those in separately. And that looks like this. So you put in that information again. Now, what is the subject area of this lesson? Is this your art lesson? Did you choose science, math, or is it craft? So you'd put that. And what is it? Making a rainbow fish with tissue paper. Your date. Put your themes again. And then rainbow fish with tissue paper, how long to complete? 15 minutes from start to finish, or no, maybe 20 minutes, something. What will the child learn how to do? If it's a craft, it could be just some reinforcement skills or just for fun and enrichment, or they could be learning how to decide something, choose something, paint, cut. It's a skill. It's a piece of information you're teaching them. What do you need? Really important. How do you do it? Really important. It's okay to link information from the website, especially if it's an experiment. Pictures, good to know what it's supposed to look like. In theory, you would have one that's been completed to show the students, and you'd have that in a file somewhere. And cleanup, none. Cleanup a lot. That means you're going to need somebody to help you. So it's important to incorporate that into your lesson as well. And then if there's any other information you need to put in, you would. Now, you would have one of these for every single lesson. So if you were having a 5-day plan and you were doing, lessons for 5 days, you'd have 5 of these sheets. But in our case, I'm being kind, you only need one. But so you can see that could take a lot of time. Yeah, so could take a lot. And that, I do believe, is, here's the craft one. Same thing. It's just there for you to turn in. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, there's a lot of detail involved in this. If you have any questions, please email me and I will try to get back to you right away, okay? So I hope you're staying well and have a lovely day and get outside and play. I'm going to the zoo in a little while. Take care.